Ever wonder what really powers those all-nighters, fuel your brain for that exam, or give you the energy to hit the gym after class? Beyond the coffee, there's a fundamental source: carbohydrates. Let's start with a quick thought provoker. When you hear the word carbohydrates, what immediately comes to mind? Anyone have an idea? You're absolutely right. Many of us think of food items like bread, pasta, or sugar, and that's a great starting point. In this crash course, we're cutting through the textbook jargon to give you the fast facts on carbs. We'll break down what they are, what they're made of, and the different types, from the simple sugars in your boba to the complex starches in your pasta, and why they're absolutely essential for surviving. Think of carbs as your body's prime fuel source. Like the power adapter for your laptop, but for you, they're not just about instant energy. They also build structures, from the plants powering your salads to the tiny structures in insect shells. So what are carbohydrates at their core? They are macronutrients, meaning your body needs a lot of them, built from just three key elements: your carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. You probably know them as sugars, fibers, or starches. They're fundamentally how our bodies get energy. Here's the essential biology takeaway. When you eat carb-rich foods, your digestive system gets to work. It breaks them down, ultimately converting them into glucose. This glucose is your cells, organs, and tissues' absolute favorite go-to fuel source. Their general chemical formula is pretty elegant: CnH2O(N). What does that tell us? It means for every carbon atom, there's roughly one molecule of water, H2O, proportionally attached. This consistent 2:1 ratio of hydrogen to oxygen is the giveaway. It's exactly why they're called carbohydrates. The name literally means hydrates of carbon. This is a shout out to their chemical makeup. Now, these simple building blocks don't stay alone for long. Carbs combine in fascinating ways, from single sugar units to massive complex chains. Let's explore the main branches of the carbohydrate family tree. Think of them as individual Lego bricks in your grand carbohydrate masterpiece. The key players you'll hear about are your glucose. This is your body's preferred energy currency, essentially vital for your brain during those study sessions. Next, you have your fructose, the fruit sugar. It gives that natural sweetness to fruits and honey. And lastly, we have galactose, a component of milk sugar. It is rarely found free in nature. And fun fact for chemistry students, they can exist in a straight chain, or more commonly, a ring structure in solutions. Next, we move to disaccharides. Di means two. These are simply two monosaccharides joined together. They link up via the special bond called the glycosidic linkage. Imagine two of those Lego bricks snapped together. Some common examples you interact with daily include sucrose, that's your everyday table sugar. It's a glucose and fructose linked up. Next, we have lactose, that's the sugar in milk. That's glucose and galactose linked together. And lastly, we have maltose, often called malt sugar. These are two glucose molecules linked together. Finally, we hit the polysaccharides. Poly meaning many. These are the ultimate carbohydrate giants, long chains made up of many monosaccharides, sometimes thousands, all linked up. Think of building an entire city of Legos. These play absolutely crucial roles in both energy storage and providing structural support. A common example of a polysaccharide is starch. In plants, they store their long-term energy as starch. That's your potatoes, rice, corn, and bread. This is how plants stock up on their fuel, and it's easy for us to digest for our own energy. Next up, we have glycogen. And in animals, including us, our bodies store our short-term energy reserves as glycogen in our liver and muscles. It's like your personal readily available power bank for when you need a quick boost. Next, we have cellulose. Plants use cellulose for structural support. This is what gives it its rigidity. And lastly, we have chitin, another fascinating structural polysaccharide. you'll find it forming the tough exoskeletons of your insects like your crabs and beetles, and even the cell walls of fungi. So now the fundamental takeaway. The number one job of a carbohydrate is to provide energy. Glucose is the universal fuel that powers every single cell in your body, enabling you to think clearly, more efficiently, and even survive those long lectures. Beyond energy, don't forget their incredible roles in structural support. Without cellulose, plants wouldn't stand tall, and without chitin, insects wouldn't have their protective armor. They even play subtle but important roles in cell recognition and communication on the surfaces of our cells, acting like little ID badges that help cells talk to each other. So from the simple sugars in your late night snack to the complex starches that fuel your workouts and even the fibers that keep your digestive system happy, carbohydrates are incredibly diverse and absolutely essential for life. They are the unsung heroes of energy and structure, keeping our world and our academic careers running. Alright, here's a quick challenge for everyone. What is the main carbohydrate plants use for storing their energy? That's right, it's starch. And now, what about your body's main energy storage carb? That's your glycogen. Hopefully, this crash course has given you a clearer, sweeter picture of those essential macromolecules. Now you've got a solid foundation for your biochemistry classes.